Pivoting data in Power Query may not seem like such a big deal. If we've got data on a worksheet, we need to pivot it, why not make a pivot table? That's fine. But when we're inside Power Query and there's an intermediate step where we need to pivot it, being able to do it in Power Query is beautiful. Here are two data sets. We've got the City Center office, Riverside office, and we were all given time to go out and do some volunteer work. Now we'd like one data set that has the reps along the side and the days across the top, like the Riverside office data. But we've got to clean up the City Center office data so that we can then append the data sets together. Let's do it. My cursor inside the City Center data set, go to Data, from table/range. This is the City Center data. To clean this up, the first thing I need to do is fill in those holes in the day column. With that still highlighted, right-click, Fill, Down. To set myself up for the pivot, I need to highlight the column that has the values we want in the new columns. So those are those days already highlighted. Fine. Now we go to Transform, Pivot Column. What do we want as our values? We want hours volunteered. Okay. Fantastic. Now the data is pivoted and summarized. But this is the City Center data. We need to get that appended to the Riverside data. So I'm going to close and load this as a connection only. Only create connection. Okay. There's a City Center query. All right, Riverside. Cursor in the data set from table/range. Now we're not going to do anything with this data. It is already the way that we want it. We just need to do the append now. All right. In this Home tab, I'm going to append queries. Hit the down arrow, append queries as new, because I want a third brand new query with the data sets appended. I don't want to stick one on the other. All right. So we've got two tables, primary table. Let's leave that as Riverside. Go down, City Center. Okay. And here's our data all stacked up in one place. Close and load it to the workbook. There's our data all stacked up. And the key step was being able to do a pivot inside Power Query.